This will be to do last entry because it's gonna be from that session. Stone walls. Oh no. Stone walls, darkness, and the sour bite of stagnant air. That's how it started in the Colt's cave. The six of us pressed through dripping tunnels, dancing lights flickering against moss-covered walls, fighting but losing ground. Kobolds poured from the passageways like the cave was growing teeth, and cultists answered each retaliation with prayer and blade. We were losing the battle. Mirabella stretched out her arm and slammed life into the floor. Thorny vines erupted, green and furious, snagging throats of cultists and wrists and slowing the tide. It bought us time, but not victory. Steel sang and blood flowed, and the path to the cave entrance opened like a promise just out of reach. We ran. I remember their backs, my friends, disappearing into the light of the cave. I remember the druid's hands, raw and trembling. I remember thinking I would follow them. My memories fade away as I see the glint of steel, an axe blow to my chest, and the darkness swallows me. By the sweat of their brow and the grit of their steel, most of the party escaped. Bodies tired and hearts heavy, they head to Elturel for guidance. They meet with the monk Leosin, and he asks them to infiltrate a traveling caravan. He believes the cult is hidden amongst it. The party refits themselves with costumes and disguises to go undercover and infiltrate the cult. That's the end of my recap.
Alright, thank you much for the recap. It's Cryvax, your next one recap.
Thank you.
You hear that, Cryvax? You working there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I have to put a new battery in you. Do you take batteries?
We'll find out today.
Okay, hush now.
Alright.
I completely skipped over my new character. He's not a thing.
He doesn't exist yet, no.
He doesn't. No, my old character.
Oh,
Faerûn
yeah,
Hotel.
yeah. I put him in archives. I didn't delete him, actually, just in case this guy dies.
All right, fair
He's
enough.
doing his Harper ways behind the scenes.
Yeah, he got called away.
Yeah, I don't.
Super
If you really like a character, I can archive it, so then I can bring him back. You don't have to make a new one.
Oh, dang.
I just don't like to archive a lot because it does consume a lot of memory. Okay, let's see. All right, so you guys are still shopping in Elturel. You're kind of getting prepared for the long voyage to Baldur's Gate, 3 days voyage. I think we wanted to wait for Reginald to buy some stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if he needed anything.
Good old Reggie.
Reggie's like, I don't need anything. Do you have any gold?
I do have gold. I would be interested in a hand crossbow if such a thing exists here.
Yes, hand crossbows do exist in this time frame.
I was in the city. I don't know if they had it here.
Oh, you're in Elturel. Yeah, it's 75 gold pieces though.
Okay, I think I got 250. Let's see what I got in inventory. Yeah, I got 267. So 75 for a hand crossbow and buy some bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Or tiny bolts because I got big bolts.
No, the same shit. They go on the same weapon.
No, okay.
It's just the only difference is if you're using like a ballista weapon type. Like I could see Reginald having a wagon and buying a ballista and be like, "Okay, guys, I'm ready." And firing ballista shots, but the problem with ballista shots is it takes forever to reload them. Even with the reload feat, you need its manpower. It's like a bolt to slay a dragon. But then you'd be probably doing like what 40-10 a hit. Good God.
That'd be crazy, huh? Get me away.
I had somebody like that. He was just like, bring my wagon. Bring my wagon over. And people got tired of it, and then they just like, nah, you can bring your own wagon. And then he left behind. They found it in the middle of combat. They took it along with them. but they didn't realize how much of a hassle it would have it's taken them to get it around. Because it takes so much time to set it up. It's not like a plug and play. All right. So that's all you want to buy? You want to buy bolts?
I think I've got like 60 around me already, so I think I'm pretty good.
Okay. All right. Is everybody else good now?
Oh yeah, I think I'm all good.
All right. You guys settle down in a tavern in Elstrel, enjoying a little bit of drinks and food, knowing that you have to wake up really early as you have these tickets at hand. As you notice, you haven't seen the individual that was hired on with you recently, as he poofed like a shadow. Maybe he's working behind the scenes, unknown. Will he be there upon the boat ride to Baldur's Gate? It's unknown. But the five of you remain still, questioning, thinking, and wondering and pondering. But what's going to happen in Baldur's Gate? Are we going to get caught? Are we going to be really great disguises and great spies for the Harpers? Or will we find nothing, no information out of those 20 days of travel and feel like it's a waste of time?
We're working with the Harpers.
They met up with Leosin again. He survived.
Those
And
goody two-shoes.
they hired you on for a mission to get a kind of reconnaissance mission. They do not want you to act and fight. They're gonna hire you on basically a caravan ride, and they want you to blend in as a guard or maybe as a merchant or something. They want you to get information. They do not want you to act. If you act, the mission is a fail. They want you to figure out where they're taking the treasure, where their next hotspot is. If you accomplish that, then they want you to travel to Waterdeep to get your payment, as they're paying you about $1,200 worth of a ruby.
That's a long travel.
Well, the caravan
how long?
is going to basically to that location. 20 days.
Okay.
Jesus.
So it'll be traveling from Baldur's Gate, from the Causeway, from the Dead Fields, to Dragonspear, and then eventually through the Tradeway to Daggerford, and then it stops. So you have time to build up that kind of friendship with them, or potentially maybe you're not friendship with them. It depends on the perspective, who you can trust and who you can't. Obviously, your alias is going to be made up. You're going to have a made-up name. They did give you 10 gold pieces, Reginald, that you can spend on redefining your character, making them look different. So they're not caught from when you guys went to the cave. So if they did spot you prior and they survived, you won't be caught out red-handed. So you can go to the barbershop, get a haircut. You can get a whole new wardrobe. Depending if your character was more like a guard, maybe they're a high-class merchant. It could be anything, really, honestly. So you can design your character as you see fit. 10 gold pieces isn't a lot, but it can get you a pretty decent wardrobe to get more kind of equated to that. They don't want you to be caught. So we have some characters looking like merchants. We have some characters looking like cultists, kind of, not cultists, but more like high priests. We have characters who are a little bit more je ne sais quoi, whatever. It's just everybody has their own kind of wardrobe. So you can spend some time if you want. You can even spend an extra gold if you wanted to snazz yourself up even further.
Putting it out there, I
Okay.
think that me and Reggie had, not knowing what he wanted to do, kind of went on as protection for the wagon, being hired versus merchant, but that is not set in stone.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It hasn't been set in stone yet because you'll get hired at Baldur's Gate. You still have to hire yourself out. They haven't. They don't. They gave you the connections where it's going to be hitting. They still need you to go there and potentially sell yourself as a guard or a merchant or whatever to get yourself into the wagon. If you don't manage to get yourself into the caravan, you're not coming on this ride. They didn't give you a connection to get there yet. They just gave you a location to go there. So, and if you don't like finagle your way into the caravan, somehow, some reason, you'll be left behind. You'll have to take another route there, which can be very costly by boat or just traveling on foot.
Oh, I didn't realize all that. Okay.
Yeah, no, they didn't give you the connections to get paid, so they didn't set it because they don't know what you're gonna play as. They don't know anything. They didn't give slots yet. They told you there's some slots available. Get on that caravan. Get on the right caravan, and be a lookout. Kind of get some information for us. You still have to do all the hard work. They just gave you information. So you could be going there and then go to the wrong caravan, and you're like, fuck, we're going all the way to Candlekeep.
That would be unfortunate.
All right, so you guys can
Is
talk.
that a tomorrow's problem, or is that something we need to handle today?
You
before
can
we-
whatever you want. You have 3 days on the river of the boat. So right
Okay,
now
so
you're
3 days to
you're in the
Baldur's Gate.
tavern. You're enjoying a meal, a drink. Your last time in El Terrell for now until you decide you want to come back in the far future.
Okay, I would like to, while we're here, go to the barber, and I'm gonna cut all my hair off. Reggie's
Ho,
got
ho,
short
ho.
hair, but he's also got a very distinct mustache. So he's gonna shave the mustache, shave his hair, and I'm gonna look for a large, preferably used. I don't want to buy a brand new one. I want to buy like a traveler's cloak.
It's weird.
Something that's
I
got
could
a
picture
hood.
him like a Wild West character with an eye patch for some reason.
That could be a thing, huh? Get some weird goggle type things or sunglasses.
I've always pictured him as the hunter guy from Jumanji.
Jumanji, yeah, but he's trying to
Yeah,
not be
that's
Jumanji
perfect.
now.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's
exactly.
He's caught like that, so he has to pretend to be something else.
So he's gonna take off this white suit that he had, that he was been hunting in the gentleman's suit, and you see that he does have very nice functioning leather armor underneath that. So he's gonna get rid of the suit. In fact, he'll just leave it behind. I'm not even gonna take it with me. And same with the hat. I'll get rid of the hat, and I'll try to get a new pair of boots too, because his boots were kind of different. So boots and a cloak. That's really what I'm looking for, and that and the haircut.
Okay.
A newly bald person should have a hat. Just putting that out there.
Well, he's got the cloak, so he'll probably have the hood up a lot.
Okay. Sunburns.
No, because he looks like the type that would burn.
All right. As you guys get that done, you can roleplay for us in the table, as you guys never seen each other until now, until you've gotten your wardrobe, your equipment, whatever or not. As you can roleplay what kind of character, your character's name now. You have to make a fake up name, because it's good to obviously have some character. You don't have to do it now, but it's good to set it up so then you know what your background is, your name. You need to have a fake story. You just can't just willy-nilly just make it up on the fly, or else they might insight check you, and if they catch wind that you're not really truly who you are, you could easily find yourself off the caravan.
Understood. All right. So, should we all go around and shore up our stories, make sure we're all on the same page? I don't want any of us unexpectedly, throwing someone else's cover. That wouldn't be good. All right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I guess I'll kind of go first. So I'm going to head don't feel like I need to change my name. I'll still go by Felix. Can't imagine anyone would know who I am on that caravan, but I'll be going as a merchant, but an apprentice merchant. I'm being sent up to Watergate to
Watergate.
Waterdeep.
Oh, I've never heard of this Watergate
Yeah.
before. Oh, it's just
Baldur's
off
Gate,
the.
Waterdeep. Mix it
Yeah,
up.
you and Nixon.
I need to go to Watergate.
You're going up to Waterdeep to collect some merchandise to travel back with. That'll kind of explain why I don't have any merchandise on me myself, and kind of give me some plausible cover as to why I'll be traveling. What about you, Narabella?
Well, that is an excellent question. I think I can fall back on my herbalism teachings. Sorry, my dog's whining hilariously. As you can see, I lost my red hair. I'll go by Ella, and I'll try to get onto the caravan as maybe someone that's able to mix up potions and healing herbs and stuff like that. I think I could use some work, but
if anyone asked why you're traveling that way, what reason would you give?
Going to the big city for work, man.
I mean, Baldur's Gate is a big city. If you're leaving there,
my sick grandmother's in Waterdeep.
good. It's a plausible cover. Should do perfectly well.
I can get rid of my accent. Should I get rid of my accent?
I don't think it matters. Up to you, though. What about you? What about you, Jean-Philippe?
Still kind of working that part out, but I think that I will change my name to Glacius, being a silver dragonborn. But I'm still a cleric of Bahamut that I need to go and convene with my elders. There's got to be a large Bahamut temple in Waterdeep, right?
Is that a good idea? Don't believe that. I mean, I guess I'm not too familiar with the interactions between the cult and worshippers of Bahamut, but
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
can't imagine if we're trying to curry favor or get some information from the cultists that
Yeah.
being
see
a
it
follower
ambush.
would do that well.
Let me work on that. You guys keep
Yes.
going.
So, I mean, maybe you don't have to be a follower of anyone. Maybe find some other reason for travel. Might be that way you don't have to fake being a follower of someone else, and they won't be any the wiser.
Is there like an anime convention at Waterdeep I'm saying I'm going to visit?
Gonna be spotted up pretty like a sore thumb as a dragonborn. They're pretty rare. They were gonna look at you funny.
Yeah, I think I bought a cloak and gonna be keeping it over my head a lot. But I mean, my build is gonna give it away. Nothing I can do about that now.
We could explain that off to a certain degree, but just figure out the reason why you're traveling. Let us know. That way, if any of us get questioned or comes up, we're not telling different stories. And Kryvax, what about you?
Still working on that one.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with your kind or what motivations you would have for traveling that great a distance. But if you do figure it out, let us know. That way we're, again, not telling different stories if people ask questions about each other. Are you, Reginald? Got any ideas?
Being the hunter and everything, I think I can easily fall back on, say, I'm a tracker, I'm a professional guide, I've been leading somebody. I'm also, like myself in my 50s and say I just got tired of walking the trail and decided to take the easy road home. And I can hire on as protection on there. I'm good with a crossbow and I can track if we get lost.
Plus, I think caravans are always looking for hunters who can help cushion the amount of rations needed with hunting and the like.
Yep, exactly. Just call me Wrath. My last name's Rathbone, but you can just call me Wrath.
Sounds good.
And I'll spend the next 2 days while we're out there trying to get dirty also, trying to get some sun so my hair doesn't look like it's newly shaved, get some sun on there, and get some dirt under my fingernails, neither of which Reggie has currently.
I think you'll be able to manage. Seems like our paladin friend had kind of disappeared. There's a harbor. They tend to be a little shifty. Maybe went on his own merry way. Maybe we'll cross paths with him again. Who knows?
Never had good luck with the hoppers. They always work alone. Never can tell.
Yeah, they always have their own motives. Something that they don't tell openly, at least in my experience. But we'll leave that where it is, I guess.
Ooh, I could be actually passing through to get to like the Icewind Dale area. Being a silver dragonborn, maybe that's where my clan is. I was sent away to learn some stuff, and I'm coming back home. Or
Yeah, I think that could be pretty plausible.
You're going to be the toughest one, no offense. You are a, uh, chromatic dragon, which is
yep,
in direct
exactly.
opposite to them. So,
Well,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
you're metallic, but they see you as chromatic.
right.
I mean, that and Kryvax will stick out like a sore thumb on this.
Yeah.
Maybe
Brass has a mask on. They're gonna wonder why he doesn't eat though.
ask. Maybe I could. I guess I'm not too familiar. Golems and the like. I could maybe pass him off as some sort of servant of mine.
I do take offense to the service golem.
Well, but
But
just a story. I'm not going to tell you
since
what to do.
since you're on the shorter side, I do believe that a guard golem might be plausible.
I mean, I guess yes, I'm a little on the shorter stature side, and having someone bigger around would be helpful. So,
Yes.
yeah, I guess we can play that route.
And that way, technically, we're not lying that much because you kind of do need us, especially me, to keep you alive.
I think you've been one of my leading causes of stress and anxiety, but sure, we can go with that. Oh, anyway, seems like we'll have a few days of downtime on the trip to Baldur's Gate to kind of really get our stories together and figure out what we want to do, but I think there's a good starting point for all of us. And Red, how many are we heading out tomorrow in the morning?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So I say we get our fill tonight, get a good rest, make sure we have everything come the morning, and we'll depart.
Sounds good.
Felix will kind of finish up his food and drink, and then once it gets late enough, he'll make his way to his room at the inn for the night.
Alright. Just deduct say gold piece off your inventory for the room and drinks and food. Because they paid your way to get to Baldur's Gate, so they paid 50 gold pieces per individual, which is expensive, to take a 3 days journey across the river to Baldur's Gate. It's not cheap. And you're not like, it's not with like a bunch of random people. You're literally getting a nice voyage there with no individuals that you don't know on the boat, except for the people that are sailing the boat. Very private.
Good deal.
All right. As the next day springs forth, as your boat leaves in an hour, as it is pretty much 6 in the morning, super early. What do you guys do?
Ella will make sure everybody's awake and
Aw,
start
Mom's
herding
waking
them
up.
towards the boat.
I would easily wake up and get going. Does the inn have any breakfast for us, or that we could get, or?
Yeah, you can sit down and eat, quickly.
I'm good with just a hung up bread and an apple or something on my way to the boat.
Okay.
Reggie will eat hearty, knowing he's not going to have another good meal for a couple days.
Anybody else? If not, you guys begin to embark your journey, heading towards the harbor, finding the right boat as you're kind of looking at your ticket, kind of moving back and forth, and eventually seeing this little dinghy waiting for you. Not much of a dinghy, but it's got like it has a single sail on it. It was designed for 10 people originally. As you can tell, there are 2 people on the boat. Ah, welcome aboard! Are you
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Well, my name is Greg, and this is Sally. This is our little tugboat here. It's small. It's got a lower deck, enough for some bedding and a small kitchen. But besides that, yeah, it's kind of a smaller ship. Not that you're used to, of course, but it should get you where to go. Meals are obviously paid for along your long voyage here. We were hired from a private company, seemingly like they wanted to not be excluded from any information, so hopefully we'll keep it to that.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Does anybody
Much appreciated.
see legs?
I mean, he's been on a boat before, but not super frequently.
This is a squishy boat too. There's not a lot of
Greg,
room.
In your experience, what can we expect going down this river towards Baldur Gate? Is there indigenous animals or peoples that we encounter? Anything we should keep our eyes out for?
Not really. Just enjoy yourself. There is some. There is a trail across from the river, but people take the river. It's faster, safer. Taking the voyage from Elturel and Baldur's Gate can take about a week's journey, about 10 days. But we cut the time in pretty much half, or even quarter actually, 3 days of journey. We might come across a couple boats. The river is great for fishing, of course, though. We do have a couple fishing rods on hand for sure. But we explicitly want you to be catching for fun. Our boat doesn't really have enough room, as for say. It's pretty tight fit here on this Voyager. But besides that, our voyage is exclusively private. There are no individuals going to be listening into your conversations here. Me and my partner here are very experienced, well-classed, 20 years under our belt. We can get you where you need to go. Our boat's only designed for river travel. You'll never see big-ass boats on the river. Rivers can be rapid, so I would suggest if the waters get a little bit untamed, stay under below deck. We do have some secure rails over here and there, just in case if you do want to secure yourself. But if someone does go overboard, we can't stop the boat. It's a one-way trip.
You mean you won't stop and save our mates?
We can't. The boat. If you've never been on a river, especially the Conahir River, it's rapid territory indeed. I would highly suggest staying indoors when it's rapid. Staying in closed doors and staying... if you are trying to risk yourself, we are not getting up cause of people jumping into the water for fun. Or potentially, purposely playing around on the railings. But we've never had a casualty since. We had some individuals strapped down because they couldn't hold their liquor in.
Had to restrain them, huh? Okay, fair enough.
Well, people hire us for a long, nice voyage. We were surprised that we had a large party joining us, but it was disclosed as a private awning, so we decided just to take that job opportunity, of course. Anyways, time is ticking, and we have to head out soon. So bring your belongings down deck. There are some beds there for you, as you can see. The beds are all bolted down. They're actual beds. As you can see, a small little kitchen, sizable for one person to cook at a time. And then you see a latrine, little bathroom itself. Very small, very tight. It's kind of one of those, like an airplane bathroom. It's just uncomfortable. And that's pretty much it. Outside of the boat, you can see a small voyage of stuff. Everything's railing into it, but if you do fall in the water, they can't help you. They're not able to stop the boat. The boat is a sailboat. It's by the wind. And if that happens, there's a 50-50 chance that you could drown.
Note to self, don't go near the ledges.
Well, especially when they tell you stay indoors when it's rapid season.
I'm pointing out that Jean-Philippe did not put on their full armor. They're just carrying their shield and whatnot.
So everybody here has their sea legs then? No one's seasick? Could be good. It could be good for character building.
Mirabella could possibly get seasick. She's never really been on rapids before. She's been on a boat, but not on rapids.
Yeah, I'll give a roll for Felix. 10 or above, he's fine. 10 below,
Oh, he's not fine.
He's a little sick.
It's wobbling already. Blah, blah, blah. We haven't even sailed yet.
I don't know.
I see they eventually begin to untie the rope
I'm good.
gradually from the pier. Alright, get it comfortable, get yourself set it up. As you notice, there's just 5 of you now, as the 6th person just never really joined you. wondering if they're taking the long road or they decided to back out. Unknown to that mysterious individual. Alright, as you guys begin to embark your voyage, the boat begins to unsail as the boat begins to go from left to right, eventually picking up speed at full sail. As you can see outside, for some of you guys who are brave enough, you can see there's a lot of sailboats and different kinds of boats, and you kind of are picking up speed into the water as it bobs and weaves back and forth. As you see, there is a chair out there bolted to the front of the deck for fishing. There's like a fishing rod there and a bucket of bait for fun game.
Reggie, ever the hunter, would love to try that.
All right. You can give me a survival check. All right, you start fishing and begin to hurl back your rod. After a few moments of waiting, as 20 minutes pass, as you begin to feel a snap of your rod, and you begin to reel it back. Roll me athletics.
Oh, got me a bite.
All right, you struggle as the rod almost slips out your hands. As you can try again, trying to peel it back. All right, you peel it back. As you peel it back a little bit, taking some time, eventually trying to reel it back and forth. You can see what is being caught on there. It is kind of skipping and jumping. You can roll me another d20 to see what kind of fish you are dealing with. As you see a perch kind of up there, as it is not letting you go. You can see it's brightly yellow with greenish hues, and it's kind of spiny dorsal fins, as it's known for its flaky white meat. As you try to reel it back some more, roll me another athletics. Well, they only do it for game. They don't actually cook it. But you guys could if you wanted to prepare your own food. As you begin to reel it back a little bit more and trying to battle this thing in, as you begin to reel it back, you eventually pull it in. As it's a big fish, it's about 6 pounds. It's 6 pounds.
And perching.
That's a big.
The Forgotten Realms is.
That is a huge
that's
perch.
a trophy perch.
Yeah, it's this big
Yeah,
boy.
that's only like 2 pounds, if that.
No,
I rolled it. I rolled a d6 and it became 6.
Panfish.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
As it's flopping around on the boat itself. I'm not much of a fisher, but you know, I take a dabble into it in the roleplay perspective. As you see it like flopping around, you eventually unhook its mouth.
Am I able to tell, is this water cold or is it warm?
Just by touching the fish, it's cold.
It's cold.
No.
I've never heard of eating river fish like this, but there's a trend in Waterdeep where you can eat certain fish raw. They just shave it real thin and put it on some rice and put some sauce on top. Some news rage going around. I don't know if I'd eat this raw, but
I've eaten raw fish.
I've heard of it, but I can't say I've done it myself.
eh, if we're not gonna keep it, if we're not gonna eat it, I might as well just let it go. I'll take
Near-
the cash.
Oh, we can eat it.
She grabs it from you. No, 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 no.
As you try to grab it, roll me a Lex to try to grab it, as it's so slippery and flopping around. You can tell by the gender of it, it's a female.
Oh, definitely throw it back.
Nope, I dropped
As
it.
Narabella tries to grab, as it flops out of her hand, and you kind of lose it as it flops back into the water.
Oh, there you go.
And I guess I've never had one that big. But I do hear bigger they get, the worse eating they are. So maybe for the best.
Poor thing. It could have been delicious.
Being that big, she was a grandma to many. Let her keep being a grandma.
Yeah, I guess.
Anybody else can try fishing besides him if you want. See what you can try to catch
Yeah,
up.
definitely.
See who's actually the best fisherman on the sea. I mean, so far we got a
Felix
6.
looks close to the edge of the boat and feeling a little uneasy. Let's stay over here.
His legs become
Try to
wobbly.
stay more closer to the middle of the boat.
As you begin to feel kind of a wave hit underneath you as it jumps all your body, like fluids in your stomach, up towards your lungs, back down.
Ugh. On second thought, I think I'm gonna go down below and lay down a little bit.
No, mate, that's the
I'm
worst
feeling
thing. You
this.
should stay up here and get to the back of the boat. Fresh air do you good. Just get to the back so if you throw up, it's behind us, not in front of us.
Nah, okay, I'll trust your judgment.
So
You kind of see him taking some like deep breaths, setting himself alongside whatever he can.
You hold yourself on the rail as it's bumpy as hell. As this is like more of a sailboat with one sail, so most of the gravity hits the back, so all the pumps are at the back. What you, Kryvax? What you doing? Has Kryvax ever been on a boat? Like water
I
would probably
don't
be like
think
the
so.
worst thing for him.
So he has not been on a boat, so he'll try to stay away, but still close enough to Felix to make sure he doesn't fall overboard. Especially now that he's seasick.
I wonder, does he know he's seasick? Does his functions? How robot is he? Or is he more connected?
He looks unwell, but he doesn't have enough information to know it's because of the boat. He's just assuming he probably ate too much garbage.
Too much garbage. I love it.
He's still confused as to this whole fleshlings eating constantly.
Has Kryvax been eating food with us?
Oh, gods no.
No, he's just been watching you pig your face.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Jean-Philippe? What are you doing?
I'm still trying to come up with a good cover story.
Oh,
basically.
you're just
I'm
like
over here
downstairs
thinking-
trying to.
Yeah, just pondering. Like, I know I can easily say I'm heading to Waters Deep, or I'm returning to Waters Deep, or going to see Icewind Dale. I know that I can like play that off, but why was I down here? Because I can't say I'm a cleric, because I will not say I'm not a cleric of whatnot, and that's where most of my powers are, so I can't really say I'm a cleric, because they'll then ask what's my god. I do have some decent animal handling. but I don't know
could
how I
say
can tell that.
that you're wanting to join the Wizards of Waterdeep in their schools and stuff.
Possible, yeah.
I can tell you all about Blackstaff Academy. I attended there as a youth. I dropped out young, but it's supposed to be one of the best colleges around.
I forgot how old I am. Oh, I did not give myself an age, so I could be young enough for that.
Yeah, Dragonborns don't really have a huge lifespan. They live only up to 80 and then they die. That's their lifespan. They're like humans.
So let's say I'm early 22 or so.
Like, I think the oldest person you have in your party is Kryvax because he doesn't probably even know when he was made.
Nope.
It's based on
I'm in my
parts,
50s.
basically.
Okay, I'm traveling to Waterdeep to study. We can go with.
Hopefully that flies, because you'll have to figure out what your caravan is potentially carrying. You may have to pay your way in. Anyways.
My way into the.
Yeah, so if you're a
caravan store?
traveler, you have to pay your way in to the caravan. You have to pay.
What would it be so I can
You don't
plan?
you don't know. You weren't
Ah.
ever told. If you're planning to be a guard, they pay you. Not very much, but they pay you.
So you're saying this is gonna cost me money?
Yeah. Well, it's 20 days, bro. They're gonna feed you. They're gonna shelter you. You know, it's not.
Maybe I can pass Kravax off as a servant and a guard.
Again, guard yes, servant no.
It's called acting, Kravax.
Me.
Would you like to meet the same fate as our previous child?
Do you know how to pretend to be something you're not?
I pretend to understand you pretty often.
You're supposed to be a golem of sorts who follows orders. Can you do that? Because I feel like the story's not going to hold up very well if you're back talking your master of sorts. And I'll never ask you to do anything ridiculous, but I'm just saying, you gotta keep up appearances.
Okay, JP. I speak Draconic as well. So we can say maybe, since it's kind of still a dark, exalted area, but I've been hunting down there, that you are from Chult, and I've been hired by your parents to escort you from Chult to Blackstaff Academy in Waterdeep. And only speak Draconic. Don't speak anything else. And speak only to me.
Oh, I could do that. Haughty and alone and silent. Moody
Yeah, kind
teenager,
of.
yes. Because I really don't want to go. My parents are kind of making me. I like it.
Okay. So I'll be firm with you to make sure.
But I do like the name of Glacius.
Glacius. Okay.
That sounds good.
And I'll explain to you what, during this trip for the 3 days of my experiences down in Cholt and Fort. I forget the name, Aziz or it's not Aziz. It's a Fort something or another down there, and you're from the jungle out there or something like that. And I'll tell you what I know about Blackstaff Academy too. Try to fill you in with some information so you're not totally left in the dark.
So would it be appropriate that I have like sacred flame? Like I have a spark, I just don't know more type of thing?
Yeah, exactly. It would be, where you go to yeah, learn more, and you start out as a first year. So it doesn't matter if you're 8 or 80. It's still a first year, just like judo or something.
Okay.
When you start, you start.
Thank you, Wrath.
Yeah. Anybody else need help with their bullshit story?
Their bullshit story.
No.
I'm full of bullshit. I'm one of the best.
I laugh. You buy like fucking Cryvex a chip to install, personality chip, and input it.
Like when Data get his personality chip or whatever.
Oh yeah.
All right. I like one person to roll me a d12 for the meal today on the ship. It is random. And then I need another person to roll me a d12 for the drink. I know Cryvex can't eat, but he's gonna look at it.
I'll roll for the food, I guess.
Wow, let Felix roll.
A 2.
A 2.
I'll roll.
Today's meal is salted pork, tough, briny slabs of meat, and it's, as you can tell, it's diced into a stew. That is what you're eating today. If you're vegetarian, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to starve. And what's the other one? What's the drink? What did you roll for the drink? 12.
12.
Oh, experimental brew. Whatever the ship cooks and tries. Could be great or could be poisonous.
Sweet Jesus.
It's like when you're kids, you see all the family members' alcohol, you mix it all into one. That's what I did as a kid. And I made my cousin drink it. He got sick every time. We paid him money.
And he would still do it?
He would drink it, yeah. It was a pickle juice and random condiments in there. It was gross.
So gross.
He wouldn't drink the whole thing. We'd take a sip, but he would.
I think you said alcohol.
There was alcohol, yeah. We mixed everything on
We
there.
always
Everything.
do that with like
Everything.
you'd play like a game and like everyone would pour like a
No.
bit of their drink.
Nah, he was gullible. We always put him to do it. Because he would do anything. For money. It was like $2, $2. It was a sweet $2 you got. That was in the 90s. All right. Yeah, that's your meal. As you guys eventually kind of get together, kind of a small little table. Not enough for all 5 of you, as there's only 4 stools kind of built into it. You can tell the sailors, they eat when you guys are sleeping. As you can like obviously Cryvex doesn't really need to eat, but he could just kind of stand there watching you guys.
Creepily staring over my shoulder. Yay, sounds fun.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Cravex has been doing this the entire adventure.
I am your
Just watching
butler.
you guys eat.
Just standing off to the side, staring at us.
After you'll pig out and get drunk.
So, Cryvax, is there a fuel for your system? I mean, food is our fuel. How do you stay energized? Is it internal magic, or is there something you need to recharge? per se?
Internal magic and yeah, internal magic. Let's keep it at that.
I was figuring you must just absorb some sort of ambient mana that is all around us. Something of the sorts.
Do you know the humanoid concept of pleasure? Are you able to derive joy from any of this? Is this all just a mission for you?
I have read of the humanoid concept of pleasure, but it eludes me in every single way or form. I do not understand your perceptions of joy, anger, or even just the pleasure that you derive from food and drink.
So, what would you say drives you?
Cold logic.
I'm sorry.
Four.
Well,
A shallow
you said
existence,
cold
I guess?
logic. Somebody should be sorry that that's the only thing that drives you.
Nonsense.
No feelings of friendship, joy, fulfillment, love.
And you don't understand why I'm mad at you for blowing up next to me? Or thunder waving?
This is what I mean. When you take the emotions out of the equation,
Now, I think even if
everything
you
is simple.
I think if you take the emotions out of the equation, blowing up next to someone is still a bad thing.
With all due respect, John Philippe knew the risk when
Glacier.
Glacier knew the risk when they stood next to me.
First time I didn't, the second time I did, and that was my bad. But the first time,
Yes, but like even from a logical point of view, yeah, I mean,
From a logical point of view, injuring my companion was worth it considering the fact that there were two other opponents that could also be potentially injured. So the benefits of the action is still in the positives.
yes, but it wasn't guaranteed damage.
yeah, you missed the first two guys and only hit me.
Again, if you prefer something more safe, I will advise you to reconsider a career perhaps in innkeeping or barmaid.
What does that have to do with
Not a
what we're
maid.
talking about?
You want
Just like the
something more safe.
Just like the principle of pleasure, there's a principle of pain. You probably recognize it as damage, and everything receives damage, but it actually hurts. I don't know how you interpret it, whether it is just a consequence to your action, but to us, it feels it in our core. Not only the pain, the remembrance of, but the betrayal of one of our friends doing it to us.
Being hurt spikes emotions such as anger, betrayal, sadness.
I have heard of this. However, in the concept of betrayal, based on my understanding, I have done nothing that involves actually betraying, for I have never done anything explicitly to hurt you. Except
It's
perhaps
just
a
a
child.
learning thing. I now will not stand next to you, and we'll see if I heal you if you go down. We'll see.
I have,
Mhm.
however, taken note of your displeasure and taken steps to mitigate harming you directly in the future. Directly or indirectly, of course.
That is much appreciated, and we're glad that you are, how would you put it, recalculating your calculations.
Cognizant of our emotions, even though he has none.
Yeah, taking that into account. Because from a logic point of view, having us up and alive to fight by your side seems beneficial.
I've taken into account, and I believe the concept that I'm trying to apply is what you humans call trust. If I modify behavior that is disliked, like for example, a hound howling at the night sky, well then you will in turn be less likely to leave the crybacks behind. The same way, a human will abandon their hound because it is annoying and does not let them sleep.
I don't think we abandon our hounds for that, but I get your point.
Well, we have abandoned fellow members in the past for one situation or the other, so.
Who did we abandon?
My first character?
The orc and the child.
They both died. We didn't abandon them. They fell during a retreat.
While we do have plausible confirmation that the orc was terminated, we don't have confirmation that the tattoo was also terminated.
True.
It is a likely scenario, but
it does sadden me a bit knowing that he could be going through horrible experiences due to that, but
well, I'm pretty sure it is the end he wanted.
I don't know about wanted. I think he knew the risk involved.
Well, he constantly threw himself at trouble, so statistically it was the expected outcome.
He threw himself in the way of danger to protect us. I consider that a noble trait.
Yes, the concept of nobility also eludes me.
Well, you see, I am what you might call fragile. I am small. I do not wear heavy armor or shields.
Yes, Crab, I just noticed that you're also a child stature.
Yes, if you want to put it that way, sure. But we each have roles to play, and Tadu's was to battle up close and personal with his foes, which does take on a certain level of risk. He knew that, but still saddens me that his fate came about the way it did.
Hear, hear.
It is a shame. I've heard about his people, and never actually seen one before. So to meet one and journey with one for a bit was an interesting feature. But his passing will be regretted.
Alright, with that, I think it's time for bed for y'all.
Well, good luck to you if you've never slept on a rickety boat in a river before. You're up for quite a treat.
Thanks for reminding me, friend.
Yeah.
I guess I'll make my way and try and get some shut-eye. As Felix kind of scurries off to his cabin a little unsteady on his feet.
Are they cabins or
No, they're open, man.
sharing bunks?
You're sharing a whole room together.
Oh, well, then he's making his way to his bed.
And they're bolted down beds onto the actual thing, so when it moves, the bed doesn't move, but your sheets and shit do.
Actually, on second thought, as he gets up and goes and
Blech.
grabs a bucket and brings.
No, there's
it
no
to
bucket.
bed.
There's a little thing, a little like toilet kind of.
What kind of ship doesn't have a bucket?
It's got a bucket, but it's you know what I
They
mean.
gotta have buckets for seasickness. That's like.
Oh, I gave you a toilet. There's like a little small airplane toilet, very tiny.
Then you're
Yes,
just
you want
taking
me
the
to rub
closest.
your
It's just you're just literally vomiting into the fucking river. That's pretty much it. Where it goes, it directly goes into it. Welcome to medieval times. They don't give a shit. We're shitting in the fucking river.
Yeah, but buckets are cheap.
You want to throw up in a bucket with everybody's? You can totally do it. They're gonna smell your puke.
Yeah, but a seasickness bucket, that's
I'm just
the
saying, you want to,
protocol.
you can. They have one. I'm just saying, you want it? Okay. You grab a
Yes,
bucket and you
yes.
start throwing up in front of everybody.
Well, he's not throwing up yet. He wants it on hand in case he has to throw up. You don't want to be
He's
doing
so
that on the
gonna throw
floor.
up. He's so throwing up.
No guarantees.
All right.
Play it safe.
Is everybody in the night, except for X, you don't have that function of projectile vomit. If you are a seasick, if you're a character who believes they can get seasick on the sea, then roll this. If you feel like you don't, then don't. If you are rolling just for the flavor of roleplay, roll a con save with disadvantage. If you feel like your character has an iron stomach, don't roll it.
When Felix said rolled, I also rolled a D1.
Alright, Felix has a 5.
Oh, no.
He's throwing up.
You hear vomit noises in the background.
Mirabella will go over and like rub his back as he throws up.
Chunks of
Thank you.
stew.
And it's kind of once he's done, he'll kind of scurry off to the privy to empty it out and run a little bit of water through it to clean it. Well, there goes dinner, I guess.
You know, one time I ate a dead squirrel.
God.
Is there more to that story?
Yeah.
I think it ended there.
I yacked for days. It was delicious though, but it made me sick for a long time.
I know you think this story might be helping, but it's making it kind of worse.
As opposed to eating. See, my concern is that she's specifying that it was a dead squirrel. So I wonder if she has ever even eaten a squirrel that was alive.
Right? That's what I was kind of wondering. Not like.
I mean, that is a valid question based on your phrasing.
Well, it was dead for a while before I found it.
That's what is missing.
I will add this to my notes of my party members eating garbage.
So you didn't kill it yourself. You found it dead and then ate it.
So you ate
Cook it at
carrion.
least.
I mean, I was hungry and nature provided.
I mean, were you like in the form of a bear? I'd accept that, but if you were in your human form, it just seems a little unnecessary.
Oh no, I was a panther. I was fine. I mean, taste buds are different.
Oh.
You're not
Well,
just saying that
well, in
you
that case, I feel like it's a little bit more forgivable. I don't know how that whole shape-shifting thing works, but you know, it sounds feasible.
That'd be weird to have a conversation. You turn into a cow so I can get milk.
Oh.
Yeah, that is gonna be weird.
Hey, nature provides, right?
Not that way.
Alright. As you guys eventually fall asleep, drifting off to bed, the day eventually subsides. As you travel for the remaining of the 3 days, nothing concurs or happens. Obviously, Felix's stomach still upsets him occasionally here and there across the 3 days voyage. Reginald tells his stories, as Philippe tries to figure out the best story for his tale. As Kryvax idly just waits, bored of his mind.
Actually, I will spend the time just trying to copy some of my spell book into the other book, just in case.
Alright. And Narabella, I don't know what Narabella does.
Apparently, eat dead squirrels.
I'll like roam around as a cat for a little while and like try to scare the others by jumping out from behind the beds and entertain myself that way.
I'm gonna call my familiar this time, the hawk, on this day. I'm gonna kind of send them out maybe about 100 feet, maybe about 50 feet out and about 50 feet up. I kind of just want to use his eyes to see what's going down river or coming up, before we can see it.
Mhm.
And I was good with Reggie's, Wrath's, guiding me to Blackstaff Academy.
Sure. As you arrive towards the bustling gate of Baldur's Gate. Baldur Gate is a bustling trade center with goods to the corner of the north and south with wagons along the tradeway. The ships of the Sea of Swords, and the east along the river, the Corned River of Cornwary and Sembia. Baldur's Gate is situated in a prominent bluff next towards the river, overlooking an excellent natural harbor. It's divided into 3 distinct segments. The upper city, where the richest and most influenced city dwellers live, where the city marketplace is wide and located. The lower city, which is surrounded by the harbor, where most of the city merchants live and conduct their business. And the outer city, which lies the outer walls, where most of the city laborers reside, and conditions vary from the crowds, but clean to its squadlings. Depending on, of course, you individuals, after your travel and voyage here, you eventually disembark from the ship. As if you remember, you spent some time on getting a contact with your merchant, as you were recommended by from himself, the paladin, as he arranged some affairs for you to kind of spot the cultist wagons when you shall arrive there. As he gave you some contacts on a trader name. So I will give you that. So he operates an equipment business out in the outer city, on the north city of the wall, in a distinct place called the Black Gate, where he sells all materials needed for long-distance freight haulings, wagons, ropes, nettlings, grease, chains, wheels, and so on. His shop is also repairs wagons, but he's not directly involved with hiring of guards or caravans. But he knows people who are, and he likely will vouch for you. No trouble of getting hired as a guard for the northern bound caravan. But he can't give them work on specifically merchants, so you'll have to tie that in for yourselves. So if you are a guard, he can get you in. If you are not playing a guard, you'll have to make your own story up and see what the wages are. As you see Baldur's Gate, it's a hustling, busy city. It's much bigger than El Terrell. People are pushing, people are shoving. It's like New York. They don't give a shit about you. They spit, they piss anywhere, as they're just doing their thing. As you begin to see a lot of people just kind of looking at you up and down, seeing what you have to steal. A lot of pock picketers around these parts. As you can see, the 2 individuals. Well, I hope you enjoyed your voyage. I'm sorry about your friend being seasick, but it tends to happen if one does not have its sea legs.
That's on him, not you. It was a magnificent ride. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
As you arrive here and you look out around, you don't see Baldur's Gate having any wagons around, or any packed animals, or horses, or even dogs in the city. The streets are so narrow and steep, slick with frequent rain, and heavy wagons would be a menace to be had. As this isn't actually a reason why Baldur's Gate is a bustling commercial hub, with goods to be passed through the city to the south to the north, unloading from the outer city to the eastern wall, carried through city porters on foot, unloading into different wagons to the north city and the rest of the journey. No roads are conventionally bypassed in the city of the situations that the gate's profiteers, as you can see, work and hard to maintain. As most merchants find themselves selling their loads towards intermediaries or dealers or to reach Baldur's Gate, buying new loads of exotic goods somewhere far away, and turn around and to head back home, where they can gain and sell new goods at a profit. As you guys begin to set your way, where would you like to go? Would you like to go right towards the contact, or do you guys want to shop around and look around Baldur's Gate?
I think we should head straight to the contact.
Agreed.
I nod. I'm not going to speak anything except for Draconic to Reginald to hold this story. So nods and thumbs up.
Yeah, Reginald, knowing a little bit about a little bit, especially he's a city watch in Baldur's Gate, in Waterdeep, he would say, this city is controlled by the Iron Fist, the mercenaries per se, more loyal to themselves than they are to the city. So if you ever have an encounter with these guys, don't try to logic your way out of it. Just give them money and go on. That's all they respect. And don't give them too much. If they see you got too much, they'll try to take it all.
Yeah, I feel like
mercenaries protecting the city like this. Unheard of. I hate this place.
Yeah, Felix, kind of knowing how deep the underworld of the city works. Keep a close eye on your purse. There's a lot of pickpockets and thieves and thugs about. Guess we don't stay too long.
All right. I like you all rolling perception checks for pickpocketers. I think all my groups hate Baldur's Gate because of pickpocketing. Or Luskin. Luskin's pretty bad too.
I would move mine to a very weird spot.
Oh, they'll find
Under
it.
my
They'll
arm.
find it. These kids are fucking ruthless.
Yeah, Felix would have tucked his coin purse within his shirt jacket, within his shirt.
It's not just money. They'll take anything, really. That's on you. Even take your belt.
I care more about the coins and
All right, you get nothing pickpocketed at any attempts. As kids bump into you, things happen itself as they are hooligans down here. As you eventually get to one of the first gates, you can see the gates as people are lining up to pay to get through the gates. So it looks like there's fees to get to certain locations. It looks like there's a fee to get to where you need to go. So you see these kind of two Baldurian guards. Next! As he calls to Mirabella, next in line.
I'll step up.
As he looks at you. Are you from Baldur's Gate or are you a refugee? Or merchant or whatnot?
I'm just passing through.
I asked a question. Are you from the city?
I'm not from Baldur's Gate, no.
Alright, fees required. 2 silver pieces.
I will give him 2 silver pieces.
Alright, get you going. Remember, don't come back this way. Upon nightfall, the gates are closed.
I will scurry on in.
Alright. And he looks at next to the role of this rather tall individual. He doesn't know you're a robot, you have a mask on. Who the fuck is this? Alright. You from here?
No, I'm not.
Sorry, sir. This is my golem. He
Golem?
does have a voice box. He's more of a mechanical servant than anything.
You're gonna have to pay double for that.
Oh, double.
Oh,
Get out of
yeah.
your mind. This is pretty much a
If
piece of
you want to
merchandise
go,
I
you can go
bought.
back along the way. This is a golem. This is a...
Also, who charges to leave a city?
You're not leaving, you're going to another gate. All the gates are reprimanded by the Council of Four. Every
Sounds like
gate
a
has
rat
to
to
be
me.
guarded. We get fees and dues. We're protecting the city. All that watching your asses. And if this golem is part of you, then you're paying double.
Okay, I will pay 2 silver for myself and 1 silver for the golem, but that's the
You
highest
can
I
leave then.
That's what I'm looking to do. Leave.
Oh, right, that way, as he points back where you came from.
Yes, but I want to leave the north side.
You're gonna have to pay double, 4 silver.
4 silver.
Or you can leave the
Making me
golem
pay
behind.
double because of merchandise is ridiculous.
You're just paying his fee because then Kryvax doesn't have a fee.
Yes, I know, but in a roleplay perspective,
Fair enough. Okay, I see what you're getting.
he's not a person, he's just property.
Oh, that's cool. I hate that.
And
You only line up as you hear a guy in the back.
all right. The hands in 4 silver pieces.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. Even animals have to be extra feed on here. They're not a person, even if they are potential merchandise. They still
Yes, but a
are
robot doesn't crap in the streets.
a robot
That's
now.
my cleanup.
It's a robot? I thought it was
A
a...
golem. Sorry, misspoken.
Hmm.
Golems don't crap in the streets like horses or cows.
They can cause damages,
Goats.
though. There you going.
Whatever, as he continues on.
Next. Next!
Okay, Wrath and Glacius will walk up. Good day, mates.
Are you from Baldur's Gate?
Nah, mate, no, what is he?
You have a weird accent. I can't really understand what you're saying. Right, and your fella there.
From all of you. My fella is from Cholt. Doesn't quite speak the tongue.
Cholt? What the fuck are they doing in here?
The tongue, he doesn't speak the common tongue.
Why the fuck are they here? They don't speak the
I don't
common
know.
tongue.
That's why they hired me, to get him to Waterdeep. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. Speaks Draconic.
Disgusting. Alright, 2 for each of you. I hope I don't see you
I'll
lot
say
back
in
here.
Draconic. I'll say in Draconic to Glacius. Pay the man 4 silver, please.
Dang.
Thank you, mate.
It kind of gets the heebie-jeebies seeing the scales. Ugh. He's probably full of fucking diseases. Next!
I hear that, but I perk up and
That continues onwards through the travels as you guys make it through the gates. As you eventually get to a nicer place in Baldur's Gate, you leave the outer gates from the swamps to more of a middle class environment where people are a little bit more civilized, less kids running around. As each gate offers a different way of life. As you see, like restaurants to bread makers to blacksmiths to you name it, it's probably there. Potion maker shop with explosions and stuff going off in the distance to taverns and inns and such. As you can tell, the taxpayers' monies are a little bit more particularly correlated to more of the rich and more famous compared to the poor. As you eventually see another gate before you, but you can see that you can take the long way, which will take a little longer, or you can go over to the gate. There's another fee guy. As that goes to Upper City. The Upper City is more where the rich aristocrats live.
That's not where we're going, is it?
Either way, one's just shorter and one's faster.
know how much this fare is going to cost, and if I'm going to have to pay double and that river trip to cost 50 each, I don't know if I can afford 20 days.
Well, the 50 each was paid for from the.
Oh, I get that, but that's
Yeah.
just an example of
Yeah.
3-day travel versus 20-day travel.
Oh yeah.
I got 150 gold, guys.
I mean, there's a difference between boats and carriages. I think we'll be able to make something work.
Well, the advantage is if we go through the higher world, there'll be less pickpockets, there'll be better food and vendors, but we will have to pay again, and there'll be even more scrutiny. So, may just be worth it to keep on this road. Carry on. Just keep your eyes peeled and be ever vigilant.
Yeah, I agree. Any
I think there might be some advantages to being on the higher roads and the. I think we should pay. Might be safer.
I mean, easy for you to say. I paid for you last.
I mean, there is some of the best restaurants up here. If you really want to get something good to eat before we go 20 days on a wagon, this is your place.
So what do you have to contribute to that?
I guess I don't know. How much time are we spending in this city before we depart?
We don't know. We have to go find out. That's the whole problem.
Then I say we take the non-paying route until we figure out what we're doing.
I don't want to spend more than I have to. I'd
Yeah,
like
I think
to
spending unnecessary coin until we figure out. I mean, for all we know.
I think it fits our story better to take it instead of going the high road.
We have time, we can, but for now, I say we just hightail it to our contact.
In the same
Hightailing it
token,
to the contact then.
we shouldn't all be traveling as close as we are too. That we should probably space ourselves out, walk in like the two of me and Wrath and Felix and Kryvax. Ella, unfortunately, maybe center yourself between the two groups. Not walk as a big old pack.
True.
A good rule of thumb is not have any connections while you're on the caravan. Pretend you are, you don't know each other, and play it off as in like having a partner is good to have someone to get your back. But sometimes, depending on how you role playing, being single out is great too because it gives you an edge with individuals that are they don't trust couples or anybody. They may like to have somebody who's always off on their own to get a little bit more comfortable with them. Or you can always just be a bystander and never really act or interact with anybody.
Also point out that we should probably quote unquote window shop every so often unless we are truly walking with a purpose, going somewhere. I don't know where we're going. Kind of look into little shops, kind of.
I don't know. We're not tourists. We're here for a purpose.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. You eventually get to your location. As we'll take a quick 5-minute break, if you want snacks, drinks, whatever. Be back in 5 minutes.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Felix, if you don't want to pay on the caravan, you can try to barter me as service instead of payment.
That's what I tried to do last time.
Well, in the caravan, because you can offer my services as guard.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna say, well, I'm a merchant. He's a guard. He can act as a guard, not just for me, but for the caravan itself.
Yeah.
When are we gonna run into Dupree's character?
I have no idea. I'm really hoping
meet
soon.
him.
Kind of feel bad.
No, I asked specifically for a certain point in the storyline. So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Sounds good. Just felt bad they were wasting half the session without you getting cut into it.
No, I wanted to enter organically, and last time it just didn't feel organic.
Yeah, true. That is.
It was just more organic, and I didn't like the character. He didn't feel. Yeah, this is so much better.
Yeah, no. If my character ends up dying, I'll probably have to take the week to find something different. I don't have anything spun up yet. I've got some ideas, but nothing fleshed out.
I
I
would
don't
like
have a
to not
backup
have to
right now
make a
either.
backup.
That too. By like committing to a backup, I'm like, I feel like I won't play my character to its fullest. Or at least maybe not fight for it as much. Should it get into like a dangerous circumstance.
I have a feeling that one day we're gonna wake up and Corvus is gonna have Cryvax in like 50 million pieces.
Just trying to figure out why he doesn't have
Why?
the directive of
Like
to
everybody wakes up and
protect
goes, "What the
people.
fuck?" And he's like, "I was looking for a personality chip."
Don't worry, I'll put them back together, I swear.
Why do you give him ideas?
You don't sleep though. Like you're even aware while you sleep.
Yes, I am aware, but I am essentially in power saver mode during the long rest.
Yeah, like so even if I did try to sneak up on you, you'd probably be aware as soon as I open up your chest cavity and be like, what's this?
Counter argument: if I do notice something and I attack you, I'm gonna be the one blamed for attacking you. No one's gonna believe it was self-defense.
Exactly.
True, true.
You monster.
I wouldn't know that yet though.
Yeah, but
I don't
he
know
won't
that
know
yet.
that yet.
Maybe I'm a nice guy. Maybe I just find you as a curiosity. Who knows? Maybe I'm evil.
A morbid curiosity.
Maybe I'm more evil than you are. Maybe I'm like
I'm not
lawful
evil. Why do people think I'm evil?
Are you lawful evil or?
I'm not evil, period. End of statement.
I would say he's true
I feel like
neutral. He
he's-
does not care.
He does not care about anything except his own survival.
Cryvex care about the Cryvex.
See, that's gonna be the problem.
But
that
he's not
my
very
character
successful
has.
at that either.
I mean, the Cryvex hasn't died.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
taking hits.
but he's
now.
been trying.
Yeah, I
to
am
get
taking
attention.
hits. I'm in the front line now. Unlike a certain someone.
That's a low blow. He's dead.
I meant you, motherfucker.
Well, I'm a squishy this time around, dude. I'm not a tank. I'm a sorcerer. I don't have your warforged exoskeleton or whatever the hell you guys have.
My brother in Christ, I have 23 HP.
But
And
you have
I
a whole bunch of
have
temp.
I do have a
26.
whole bunch of them.
yeah. And your armor class is 1 point higher than mine, I think.
My armor class is 17.
Yeah.
With my armor, it's 18, but I took my armor off to kind of make this plausible, so I'm only sitting at a 13 if I pull my shield out.
Hopefully we shouldn't have to. Hopefully there shouldn't be any fights.
Hopefully.
There's always a fight.
This is gonna be a fight for sure.
Shut up.
Shit, maybe I'm the fight.
Oh damn.
Thank you, Defender.
Does the Blackstaff Academy have clerics or anything, or is it only sorcery?
Wizards.
It would be wizards. Yeah.
Above
yeah, I
game,
can-
where's?
Armor.
Sorry,
Where's what?
Where's this caravan heading above game?
Waterdeep?
Waterdeep.
But we don't know which one. Daggerford, it looks like.
Oh, right. Our payment, if we do succeed, is in Waterdeep. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm just real excited he let me have a gun.
Yeah, that should be a cool character.
Just saying, you have a gun. That means if we pull aggro because of noise, it's on you now.
Maybe.
Burn.
See.
We'll see.
Yeah, look
Or
at the
around a
guns.
lot of
They were
pillows
just too
for
expensive.
silencers.
Yeah, there is no silencer in the game, so.
I'm sorry.
Although
Black
I feel
powder
like if you're able to
silencers,
make a gun of sorts, I feel like you could figure out a silencer.
just
Or
cast
at
the spell
least-
silence on yourself.
Oh,
If
there
you're not
you
a
go.
spellcaster. Yeah.
Oh. Ingenious. I don't think I get silence as an artificer though.
No, yeah.
I could probably make something that gives me silence.
Yeah, it's just like a magic device that you attach to the pistol that creates like a small area of effect around it.
There's a scroll around the pistol that says
Wow.
silence.
If you were an orc and believed it hard enough, maybe it would work and get enough people.
This isn't Warhammer.
I know.
That'd be great though.
As long as you believe.
Yeah. I really
We'll
want
just keep telling you, we didn't hear anything. We didn't hear anything. No, it's silent.
I really want to design a pistol that just said bang over and over on a spell scroll. And that was the ammunition.
Oh my god, that's pretty cool.
But I gotta wait until I can like craft my own revolver for that, I think.
Guns are expensive in
Warlock,
D&D,
that's-
so good luck with that.
Yeah.
Very,
I
very
can't-
expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't make one till level 14. So it'll be in-game shit.
But the cool thing is you get like more attunement slots than my third-party rules, so you would potentially get, you'd have more than everybody else by 1, which is pretty
Which is
strong.
great.
Because you still get the third-party rule. It wouldn't stack, but you'd get like, I think at level 10 you have 4 attunement slots. Which
Yeah, by level 14 I have 5.
5, yeah, and then pretty much. So you'll always have more. You'll always be up 1 ahead of the players. Because if I played it by normal rules, you'd always have more attunement slots. But yeah, you'd only have 1 extra one. A lot of players ask me, "Oh, well, wouldn't I get like 3 or more?" I'm like, no, not really, because it's still based on proficiency, and if you are at proficiency, even if it's artificer only, it still counts towards attunement slots. It's the same ruling. It's not separate. Because before I did it separate, but I don't do that anymore. It's whole now. So if you have, because it'd be dumb to have artificer separate and the attunement slot separate too. It would be super complicated.
Yeah, and then you have like 10 attunement slots for no good reason.
Well, yeah, I saw a level 20 thing that you can do at artificer, which is kind of cool. You can like sacrifice a magical item, and it brings you back up to 20 HP, which is freaking dope. It's like a level 20 boom.
20 here.
No, we're not going
But
20.
I still,
God, no, I'm done. I'm done at level 20. I love level 15 area. It's the best.
Yeah, I still get my subclass capstone here.
Well, yeah, no. I don't know. I've done too many level 20s. A lot of people complain already. They're like, I don't like level 20. It's too much crap to remember, especially if you're playing a caster. Like a full class, not half caster. Full born caster is a headache to remember all your spells, all your little abilities, everything. It's so much crap. And then you forget something, and then you ask DM, can I like re-roll that? And I'm like, nope, you're screwed with that.
Forget
Right.
how powerful you were.
Oh, yeah, no, I had a barbarian. He crit me for 110 damage at level 20.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's got that little ability where he automatically gets 20 damage on top of every hit he does. It's a little 20, a little thing barbarians get.
Barbarian.
Frenzy. Yeah, they're
Those
busted.
epic boons.
Yep, they're strong, but he had like 301 HP. But he again, barbarian is like just a bunch of HP. When spells hit him, he was fucked.
Don't you get resistance to everything at a higher level?
Depending on the barbarian you picked. But
Not all barbarians got that.
mm-mm. Well, his barbarian was just easy, like because he's wisdom is his dump stat, right? So, or charisma or whatever. So I could just banish him away and he'd be gone out of the battle. Oh, and then if I control him, oh god, everybody's gonna scream and run away from him. But yeah, they're very limited. Anyways, you guys head towards the Black Gate. You eventually arrive, traveling all the way from the outskirts, all the way there. I just reused a map from, this is from Descent into Inverness map. This is what you get to explore in that campaign. It's a lot. As you eventually kind of arrive towards it, you look around. You can roll investigation to find your contact.
Hopefully, Wrath is better than Glacius was at that.
I think you did great.
As you guys see, the human trader with the anybody go to 20 or higher automatically succeeds. Anybody with a 15 succeeds, and then anyone below that, you don't find jack shit.
But we're kind of moving as a team and keeping an eye on our friends too.
Oh yeah, but Crybax has to step up to the plate,
We'll just be the last to talk to him, but that's okay.
Nah, you're together. You can see him as you do. He spots him first. As you can see him fixing some wagons in the distance, covered in grease and soot and such.
I'll point him out to Felix, since I'm supposed to be a
I think
servant.
Felix sees him too.
Guard.
As Felix will kind of point in that direction. Animated manner to hopefully get the attention of his compatriots about. Head in that direction. You said this guy's mostly just does the hiring of the guards?
No. So he can get you an in with potentially getting some guard work, but beyond that, he can kind of tell you which caravan to look out for and whatnot. But he is not the one who hires the guards. He can just kind of vouch for you and get some connection for you to have a leeway with the wagon riders if you're looking to be a guard.
Okay.
So he's just basically your contact here from the paladin guy.
Did we get like a code word or a letter of sorts?
Nope. Just use the guy's name.
Did we get his name?
Yeah, I
Yes.
just gave it to you just 5 seconds ago.
Akin
The
Celeban.
contact is Akin
Oh.
Celeban.
Yeah, that's his name, Akin, but the contact, the person who hired you guys? Did you guys keep the notes on them?
Room.
Yeah.
Do
The
we wanna
person who
approach
hired
this
us is named Faerûn.
Yes.
I wasn't here. Okay.
His full name is much higher than that, but yeah.
Red posted this earlier today.
Okay.
I'll just give you the handout again for who wasn't here. That's the guy who gave you the contact.
I guess Felix will kind of saunter up to Atkins and
As he's looking at you, he's like, "What do you want? I'm building and repairing here. Got a lot of work on my hand."
So I think we had a. So I was kind of pointed in your direction from a mutual friend of ours, Faerûn. I believe you know of him.
I might have. What's this business entailing?
He told us that you could maybe point us in the direction to, accompany a caravan to Waterdeep.
You're the lot with the Harpers, I'm guessing.
Assessment.
All right, I'll vouch for you. I'm not one directly involving hiring guards for the caravan, of course. And if you should get in trouble getting hired as guards for the northbound caravan, that's on your own behalf. But I can vouch for you getting maybe a foot in for sure. But I can't give you work, particularly specifically on the merchants. But I can give you the northbound caravans, the market square. You'll see a bunch of them heading, preparing right now, actually, as we speak. A few hours from now, they will have everything prepared. So you should probably have a half day's journey of, half day's time to get yourself situated, your stories, all that jazz. But yeah, let me. As he kind of heads back.
From your experience, if a merchant were to be traveling with a guard of his own, do you think that'd give us favorable terms on something like that?
Not really,
A guard
honestly.
who would defend both the caravan as well as, whoever they're hired to defend.
Depends on what they're looking for, honestly. I don't really know, honestly. I just repair the stuff. But usually they pride into guard work for sure. Especially if you're a sergeant, you'd probably get paid a lot more than everybody else. But they do hire bodyguard work for merchants, so you probably could get away with that for sure. Depending on the work and the story you're entailing them.
Sounds good. So what did you say? You said the market square.
Yeah, northbound market square here. It's a little dirty, but hands are dirty. This letter should help you convince yourself to have a vouch with me. It's a bullshit story about you, a cousin of a cousin.
Okay.
They might give you a little bit of leeway on that. I can't promise for all your lot, friends. I'm not too sure their stories and whereabouts, but if you're looking for some guard work, they can surely hire for sure. The shit's dangerous. 20 days of traveling is not particularly forte, as and they could use some military working there. I'm hoping you're all not looking to be just merchants. That caravan ride is going to be quite a headache indeed. Plus, you're going to get some paid as well. I think they pay pretty decently. Not like great, but a lot better than I guess shoveling shit all day.
Understandable. I think well, hopefully we'll manage.
Cost estimate?
Well, if you're a guard, you'll get paid. I believe you get paid a 10 days wage, food and living expenses on the road as well. You're a merchant, you have to provide your own wagon.
We have to
that can be
buy our own wagon. What if I'm not carrying any merchandise?
And you'll be sleeping over the stars.
I think we can manage that. Wrath and Glacius, maybe for the sake of it, you could both try and be hired on as as caravan guards, you both appear capable enough. I don't
About
think
what
it
I
should be
was
a
going to
hard sell.
say to Glacius is that we should maybe change the story a little bit. We can still stick with the draconic if you don't want to have to talk to the people, but maybe I give you my heavy crossbow to hold and make them think that you're good with this, and that I have a rapier and a hand crossbow now, and then I'm good
Alright.
with this, and that we be hired on as guards.
I think
Exactly.
I think if Glacius dons the armor and shield and mace, I think they get past pretty
Just doing a holy symbol.
easily.
Usually there's a holy symbol on the shield. I don't know particular if his does or not. I can't remember, but
That I'm not sure.
I don't believe the shield has it. It's just my own necklace. I can just put it inside
I
my
think
holy
that should
symbol.
work.
Well, I will
okay.
say
Yeah.
that
So
some of the crew here in my bookings here, suspicious names I've never came across it. So they went under a different alias. But from what I can tell, their supplies that they've bought from me were 5 wagons and supplies. Quite a bit of things indeed. Whoever these lot are, they're wealthy elites. This is same people that the harp is attracting. I would keep yourself on high alert.
So are you saying that we should either get our own wagon or kind of work?
Well, I can provide you a wagon if you like. It's not really the greatest, but you'll have to repair it and whatnot if it does get damaged along the road. But you'll have to get your own horse. Horses are not really cheap, especially renting horses. Feeding
we're
it
supposed
and
to
getting
find
tack for it.
predations. We want to get part of that big crew, don't we?
Yeah,
We don't
it's a
want
big
necessarily want our
caravan.
own wagon. Yeah.
They hired their own supply wagons. It's a large caravan. There should be other merchants there going there, but if you don't want to be in a potential wagon, then you could just sleep over the stars for the next 20 days.
But I think since I'm not carrying any merchandise, I should be able to talk my way into the caravan without much fanfare. Guards, I think you'll be pretty fine. Narabella, how are you going to portray yourself again?
Well, I think maybe guard work could suit me a little bit. And I'll pull out a shield that I had stowed away.
Pocket shield.
To be convincing enough with the new black hair and maybe seem a little bit more intimidating than before. We can see how it goes. So, does anyone need to take any time to gather anything while we're in the city?
I would
think
love
we
to
will
spend time
survive.
here, but I don't think we should.
I
Sorry,
think
I'm
we're
on board.
supplied for coming here, so we should be good to roll.
Sounds good.
Good to roll.
We'll head out towards the market area where the caravan's gathering.
I have
Alright.
taken a moment and put my armor back on.
Alright, as you guys begin to embark your journey towards the northbound journey of the caravans, as you kind of arrive there, you can see a bustling a lot of people there. As you can see, a lot of people are getting hired as guards. Some a lot of people buying tents, a lot of people buying a lot of things. So if you don't, you better have a bedroll or something in your inventory, boys, or enough rations if you're not potentially a guard. Keep yourself fed.
True. Should pop that up.
As well as if you want a tent or not. Get away from the bugs.
I do have good berry. I can feed us all if need be.
For you and
you
Glacius,
can eat it that
maybe
way,
we
or
need
you
to
can
pick
have a
one.
hard cooked meal. Mm-mm-mm.
Let's see. I think Felix will go and look to buy a tent and some extra rations and
Tents, 2
provisions.
gold pieces. Rations, 5 silver each. The tent can fit 2 people in it.
Okay. Yeah, for rations currently 12. So I'll buy. You said 5 silver apiece.
5 silver apiece. It's per day.
Okay, so I'll buy 12 more. So I'll be up
I'll
to
get a
22
bedroll.
total.
A bedroll
For
is
6 gold.
a silver piece.
I already have a bedroll and whatnot.
You have a mess kit, like for plates, forks, or do you just want to eat with your hands? Cook your own food. But if you're just gonna do Reginald, he can give you a good berry every day if you want. Play that route, or
I did buy rations. I mean, rations are.
yeah. Honestly, I
Important
prefer
stuff.
the food. I don't know. Good berry's cool and all, but I think good berry's good for like situational.
True.
To fit in with everybody else, we probably should use the mess kit. So how much is that?
I don't know. It usually comes in a kit, but yeah.
Somehow I didn't have it. I didn't take that.
The Dungeoneer's pack doesn't come with it, which is what mine had.
It's 2 silver for a mess kit.
Okay.
Weighs 1 pound. It just comes with a simple tin box, a cup, cutlery, a pan, plate for eating and cooking rations. So it's necessities to cook stuff on.
Yeah, Felix will buy one of those as well. Alright. I think that should about do it.
Get some butter. You buy some
Anyone
butter. I cook butter. All right. So, as the northbound journey of Baldur's Gate is horrendous, so merchants travel together for safety, of course. Each merchant is hired guards independently, and common beliefs that everyone hires 2 or 3 enough wagons to travel together. The caravan is well protected. Within these few days, you'll eventually spot who you're obviously trying to contact, and gradually, as you might catch glimpses of such and whatever you're looking for. As you arrive here, as you can see, a long lineup of people standing for hired guard. Some people are lining up for merchants, and obviously getting their paperwork in order, as well as coin as well. As you can see, there are local porters pack merchandise, supplies onto the wagons. A lot of them are covered in canvases and lashing them down from prying eyes.
Ooh, dang it. We didn't ask what Aachen, what the guys looked like that hired the 5 wagons and supplies. Or did he allude
That's up
to
to you
them?
guys. throughout the journey.
Yeah, I guess
All right.
Felix will kind of look for maybe a wagon with that maybe doesn't seem full yet. The little room to spare.
You can try to persuade some people if you'd like, but you can tell you have to first get part of the wagon, as there's a line of people in each line. So, whatever you're trying to do, as you can see, arriving upon the line, you see a. Actually, I want you to all roll perception checks. As you can see, maybe someone who stands out a little bit. As Glacius, you can smell the aroma of different tonics to perfumes to whatever not. You can see a small wagon with kind of white coloration of like polka dots and such. You can see there are lots of boxes of different kinds of colognes and perfumes, and then it's strapped to a mule with kind of like an interesting hat on its head. As you can see the vendor itself preparing himself for the long voyage with you.
Hello there, good sir.
No, not you. You didn't see it. It's
Oh,
Glacius. You are currently looking for a potential, but you need to line up to get in and to even join the caravan.
Yep, lining up first, and then
No,
I
but
can...
I'm saying for you, Glacius, you see this. You can interact with this person if you want, or wait in line.
I would have like not necessarily hip bumped, but like nodded to Wrath to point him out. And along the way, I kind of give him a pat on the back and give him guidance.
Who?
Kind of push him towards the guy.
Oh, Reginald?
That guy,
Yes,
a mule
aka
wearing a
Rat.
hat.
I know.
Should talk to him, huh? Okay. Okay.
All right, you get out of line for the time being, as you still have lots of time beforehand. As you come to this weird vendor, if anything, he looks like he's packed, ready to go. He's just waiting. As you can introduce your character there, Corvus. Enjoy.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. I thought you guys were talking about something else. I was over here messing with my computer. You see him putting away bottles and different types of soaps and lotions inside of crates and loading them up inside of his wagon. And you see a sign that says Dr. Scholl's Remedies on the side. He's a man about in his looks like he's probably in like his mid-30s and stuff like that. He has a little bit of stubble. You can't really see his eyes because they're covered with shades. He's wearing fine leathers with a chain shirt underneath. He has some brass accents and piercings on his ears and like a weird pocket watch. And it looks like he's carrying a spell book on his side, but it looks like it's locked and like in brass stuff. And that's what you see.
Human?
Yeah, you see he's human, fair skinned, dark hair. About middle, about not shoulder length, but kind of shaggy hair. And he's just going through soaps and stuff like that, and lotions and perfumes.
I'll make a stealth check if need be, but I want to kind of come up silent on him, just so he doesn't hear me and say, "Hey mate, are you looking for gods? Looking for enforcement?"
Let me see if you scared him. You scared the shit out
Ooh,
of
not
him.
silent at all. Okay.
Oh no, never mind.
I have my armor on.
I whispered, sorry, but I got a 9 on my perception, so I barely see you. Say, oh, oh, oh. Um, he clears his throat. Yeah, I could be using some gods if you guys, if you're looking, but I can't pay too much. but I have about one or two spots that I could use.
Well, here we are. Here's the two of us right here. This is my mate, Glacius.
Nods.
He doesn't speak the common tongue, but he's loyal in battle.
Will do. You guys got any kind of like um anything I should be aware of? Nobody. Why do you want to go to Waters Deep?
Well, truth be told, that's where I'm from. It's been a while since I've been home. I figured I might as well take this route and get paid for it. Why not, huh?
Might as well get paid. Oh, all meals will be on me. I have enough for 3 people for the whole journey. I'll pay you 10 gold apiece for the journey for taking care of my wares and whatnot. It'll be light wares and whatnot. I don't think really people will be stealing a lot of my perfumes and whatnot, unless the ladies really want them. As he nudges,
Is that
he
what we're
nudges.
hauling? Perfumes and powders and such.
Yep, a lot of the stuff to make it, to be honest. Perfume, powders, vials, lotions.
You make this trek often between Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep.
All the time. Everyone, and I'm also a handy repairman. Everyone breaks down along the road. It's a good place to make money. And along the way, we could pick up a lot of the herbs that I use to make these potions and perfumes that you see here.
Oh, okay. I'm somewhat adept at hunting and, foraging and stuff like that, so this might help. Could be beneficial to each other.
Well, if the pay and the food sounds good,
What is the
I'm.
food? Don't tell me there's some weird diet. You're not vegetarian or anything, are you?
Oh no, Lord forbid! I eat everything.
Okay, good.
You see the mule like ears
Okay.
stick out.
What was that?
The mule's ears perked when you said you eat everything. Don't kill the mule.
So I assume we'll be keeping a moderate pace given that you got a mule leading this thing, huh?
Yes. Um, we won't be in the head of the pack and whatnot, but we will be. We won't be behind either. There's other cars that go slower, but
Do you know
this way I
any
get to
of these
know who
other
really
people who travel with
smells
him before?
and who. I've made
Sorry,
this
didn't
trek
mean to cut you.
once before. I made this trek once before, but people always change every year. And through the season and stuff like that. I don't see anybody I remember right now.
Well, very good. I think my mate and I would like to hire on if you're agreeable.
Right, I'll pay you half now and half when we get there.
All right, and I'll say, turn to Glacius and say, we've got somebody to pay for us to, we got work to get to Waterdeep. He's paying us 10 gold, and he's going to pay half up front, all in Draconic.
I do the draconic version of ya, or da, or si.
Yes, okay. He agrees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The scale friend, he doesn't need to speak through you. I could speak the dragon tongue.
Then you heard me say yes.
I'm just trying to
Awesome.
be polite. He says nice to meet you in Draconic. Uh, the
I
written
bow my
language
head a little and say same to you.
above game, the written language they didn't have common back in Netherese. The written language was Draconic.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't know your nether region then.
Yeah, that's what I said above game. That's why I know
Cool.
draconic.
But
Well,
cool. Awesome.
well, I'm just getting ready to load up, and he has a few crates and stuff like that. If you guys wouldn't mind helping me.
Right on, man.
I'm willing to
Okay.
try, but I'm not very strong.
You notice as soon as you say that you're not that strong, you notice most of these crates are empty. They're just filled with
Yes,
vials and stuff like that.
I'll happily
Well,
help.
these are some of the lightest crates in there. This was a good gig so far, right? Isn't it?
I like to travel. I like to travel light so I can pick up all the stuff that I need along the way. Plus, I got the stuff to initially start the seed gold and stuff like that. And plus, animal fat and herbs are easy to come by on the road. If you get my drift.
Well, I guess I do. What particular herbs are you looking for?
Yeah. I'm looking for a thing called sarsaparilla if you can find that. Haven't been able to find it around here, but mainly lavender, mint, things like that.
I actually have a pretty decent
Sarsaparilla.
nature check. I have a +3, so I can try and help. Okay, so while we
I,
load, you guys can go, I think.
Ah, my headset died for a second. I was back. I said as soon as you said
Well, yeah.
animal fat, the donkey spits right in your face directly as the to his owner.
see,
Whoa.
Pablo, this is why we do not get along, Pablo. Well, you
Pablo
guys stay.
understands Draconic also, because we're speaking Draconic here.
He can just tell by his muscle motions and how he speaks. Instinct.
Me and Pablo go way back.
Do you have a handshake?
Alright. You guys stay clear, Pablo. He seems to be in a salty mood today. I don't think he likes all the hustle and bustle of the town. Once we get on the road, I'll feed you. He goes
Can I
over
use
and
some
brings
animal
himself off.
handling and try and soothe him a little and try and make
You
friends
can
with him?
see if you try to get to him, you're gonna get 2 hooves in the face.
Okay, I will definitely take
He's
that as
old
knowledge.
and he's decrepit, but he still is useful.
He's still kicking.
He just moves a little slower than everybody else. As the rest of you, sorry, Felix, as you look around, you are looking for a potential place to bunker down with somebody. You can roll an investigation to see which maybe you'll find something that's intriguing to you. You do come across a few. They declined you. We already have guards. We don't need any room. We don't have any room for you. As you get denied left and right, eventually you get to an individual, an older fella. As you can see, he's got kind of cowboy hat. He's got like kind of like almost like a cowboy themed itself. As inside of his wagon, he's got bourbon, lots of it. As he looks at you. Hey, what do you need from me, good sir?
Hello there. I'm a fellow merchant myself, looking to gain passage. I'm not carrying any merchandise this way, but I'll be gathering them once I get to Waterdeep. I do have a golem companion here who will be traveling with me and assisting with guard duties. And he doesn't eat, and he doesn't need to sleep, so.
So you
Should
guys
have.
peas in a pod, right? You both guards, or just that one's guard and you
I mean, I can help defend myself, but I'm not
you served in the war?
a. No, I said I'm more of a merchant myself. I'm afraid to defend myself, but I'm no guard or soldier.
Well, you could quit cutting long. I can pay you big fella if he's good at doing the work. I'll pay him 8 gold pieces a 10-day. How about that? Food and living expenses on the road.
And how much would you charge me for traveling with you?
Oh, well, you, assuming that thing doesn't eat, right?
Nope. It doesn't.
You'd get his expenses then. Assuming since he's just, well, brainless, I guess.
I mean, with me traveling with you and him acting as a guard, what would we owe in total?
No, Owen.
Or would it?
If he protects us, you get paid. But you'd get paid. I'm assuming this thing doesn't release, I don't even know what it's made out of. Metal? That thing is probably just going to sit in the rain. I don't have room for him inside my wagon, but I could fit you snugly
I
in.
do have a tent for myself. I can sleep outside if necessary.
Right. Well, I do need my bourbon to protect it, indeed.
Yep. The golem, he'll stand guard regardless.
I hope so. Right, you're hired, as he handshakes you.
Sounds good.
So you'll get paid 16 gold pieces at the end of this travel. If you do a good job. If you do a bad job, you don't pay shit.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright. Snarbella, what are you gonna do? Has everybody ditched you?
Do I see anybody or?
Yeah, you can roll investigation. What's your line of work? You looking like to be a guard?
Yeah, I can defend someone, I'm sure. Offer healing services as well. Investigation. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Alright. As this one person looks at you, you look well equipped, Missy. Are you potentially a bodyguard by chance or a sergeant? I'm looking for potentially somebody to circumvent and protect me, of course. My merchant wears at a high at the T, indeed, and I saw your pretty face and well garment clothing. I thought maybe you were capable of doing some hard labor. Of course, if I'm mistaken and you're just a pretty little face and you're looking for a free ride, then I don't really offer that service.
Me? Oh no, I can protect myself. If you're looking for guard work, someone to guard you, I can certainly do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, my estate is well renowned around Baldur's Gate, and we're going for a long ride towards Waterdeep, and I'm with well, as he brings over, I'm with my my daughter here, and we like to have a safe voyage, of course, and we want to be well protected in our. As you see, they have the most expensive wagon. It is like, it is like a stage wagon. It fits 4 people. It's got all the things on the top of it. It's got 2 horses. It's got obviously a professional coach on top of there, and on the back it's got like 2 seats that you could kind of sit on. Well, me and my daughter here could potentially use a professional bodyguard, and she really wanted a female one. Think she might be a little sexist. But besides that, It'd pay you pretty good for sure if you were well equipped and well experienced along these treacherous roads.
Well, I'm certainly able to trek the wilds.
Well, if you do a well job, you're paid quite in fee and handsome. They don't give you a price tag, but you can tell how wealthy they are. You're probably going to get a big ticket.
How old is the daughter?
She's 8. She looks spoiled.
Well, I certainly think we have a deal.
Well, certainly. We got a bodyguard for you. How do you like this, Missy? She's okay looking. Little, just dirty. No, don't say that. She's not dirty. She's a lot better than most of the other folks around here. Besides, you wanted a woman to protect you. Strong woman, right? Yeah. Like the storybooks I've been telling you. She's been reading a lot of, Hercules and rather more masculine novels. At her age, she is quite in a fantasy regime, of course, for the time being. But she's always had that idolism to strong working women, indeed. And honestly, between you and me, there's not a lot of strong-looking women around here, indeed. So it's good to have you around us for the time being, and hopefully maybe you can show her a thing or two to her on how a real lady can do a man's work around here. Yeah. She kind of goes to the stagecoach.
When they turn their backs, I'll prestidigitation myself to be clean.
As the voyage doesn't happen for a few more hours, as you can reconvene and talk to yourselves, as you can gloat what kind of job you got.
Hate to say it, but I don't think that we should. We know our jobs. We've checked in.
6 hours until it leaves, so it's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, we can definitely get talk. I would.
I like
I think as one and
circumventing
one,
having a conversation. Some people are even leaving the area and getting food elsewhere.
Yeah, we
Okay.
gotta find some sort of sneaky way to convene.
Okay, so I've got the messaging cantrip. I'll kind of walk around and find you guys and say, hey, and send you a little message. Hey, let's meet at the far right outside. We got time to kill. Get a pint, get something to eat, and reconvene.
Felix will kind of excuse himself from the work at the caravans and bring Kravax with him. Yeah, we're gonna go get a bite to eat tonight before we head out in the morning.
Palanquin.
As he
I'll
kind
say
of
to
meets
our
with...
new one. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say once he meets with them, he'll kind of ask about how they fared in gaining passage.
And I'll say to our new employer, if you excuse me, I'm going to take these last couple hours to gain a few more provisions and wear for the road, and I'll be back here way before time. And Glacius is coming with.
Yes.
All right, you guys have fun. Make sure to be here at time. Probably leaving by 6.
Yes, sir. We'll be here early, I promise.
I will excuse myself and tell them I'm going to stock up on a few things.
Yeah, you do your thing, girl.
And then I'll look at the little girl and prestidigitation some little flower trinket to show her. And
She just kind of glares at you.
Okay. I'll just, skip off.
Right, so everybody find work easy? Everybody's employed?
We were able to find passage with an older merchant.
Right on, right on.
What about you?
We've got an eccentric with a mule. He's got perfume and he's looking to harvest herbs along the way. I don't know. This is
Yeah?
either going to be the worst or the best. I'm not quite sure yet.
Seems pretty normal. Nothing stood out, at least. I think we'll be fine. But if anything does come up, don't feel afraid to reach out in a way befitting our current situation, I guess.
Also putting
Yeah,
it
if you
out there,
keep
if we
your
could
eyes
kind
on
of
them.
keep together. Sorry.
I
Nothing.
don't know that we have any control over that, but we can try.
Caravans normally just travel in a line, so we should never be too far apart from each other.
And we have
What
other
ab-
guards too around.
What about you, Narabelle? How did you fare? Sorry to leave you
Oh,
on your own, but
well,
don't want to
I
be too
used to
conspicuous.
being on my own, so no harm there. I found a nice gentleman and his little daughter that are traveling.
Okay.
I don't think
Hopefully
the
they
little
don't.
girl liked me, but I can grow on people like a
Yeah, sure.
fungus.
Hmm. Not sure if I'd use that comparison, but I get what you're saying. But likewise to the others, if you ever find yourself in trouble, don't be afraid to reach out.
I have a spell that I think I can use to reach out, so
That's good. As I doubt we'll be able to keep in close contact while we're on the road without raising too much suspicion.
You can tell by a couple of the wagons, you do see one that stands out beyond the midst of them all. You can see there's two strong kind of body individuals. As you can tell, they're probably one of the wealthy elites here, as they have kind of a screen curtain of kind of a planikin, both comfortable and privacy. So if you know, like back in the old history books, and I think they still do it now with the more like kings and queens and stuff from the other side of the
Like the
world.
servants carrying
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
they have the
chair
but
behind them.
it's like kind of covered with as they carry them with their shoulders. There's that one there, that kind of interesting. It's closed. The curtains are always closed. Can't see who's inside of it.
What about as far as the cultists go? Do we see anything that kind of
You can tell that
stands out?
there are some wagons that you tried and they weren't interested in general. You can tell they already have some bodyguards, and they have things sealed, so you can't even see their wares.
Does there seem to be a large group of them, like traveling together? Because they would kind of go from cart to cart, checking things.
No, they look like they're separated. They're trying to plan this out differently. You can tell there's a lot of places, but I'm putting a picture. That's basically what it looks like. So it's like very like curtains. You can't see through it. Right now it's placed down, but you can see there are like 4 guards, making sure no one gets in. You can tell they're really geared. They're not the typical kind of. They don't look like cultists, but you don't know if they're cultists. They could be just very strong mercenaries, unknown. But all the other wagons and stuff, some of are very secrecy, kind of hidden away, and some are open and exposed. Some may even potentially be cultists that are playing a part of a merchant, trying to blend in, you know.
Well, keep your eyes open. If you see anything suspicious, let your buddy know. And look overhead for my bud. If you see him circling overhead, well, then it means that maybe something's up. Try to maybe work your way towards us. Figure out what's going on if you don't mind. I'll try not to use them too much on this. But if you do see him circling overhead,
I
look for
will
the
say
silver
that
wagons.
you do see a rather strange individual along the ranks. As you can see, there is a female gnome. She's the only gnome in this whole kind of thing, this whole caravan band. And she looks like very well geared. It's unknown to what her intentions are, but I can give you a picture. You do get the name out of it, but you don't really actually get the name of the person yet. But you do see them kind of as someone who sticks out like a sore thumb a little bit. They look like they are potentially a mercenary of some sort. You also see another person wearing what looks like a wool cap with neck flaps covering what's kind of covering around his neck. You also see that he's wearing a lot of robes, hiding certain things around him. As you can tell, he is just kind of like peeks around, looking around. He looks very old, as he's got kind of like a very wise esque theme to him. As it's hard to tell what he's hiding for the time being, as he is he looks like he is kind of like just in a cart kind of thing with two bodyguards.
Oh, shady.
There's a lot of other obviously merchants here, and they all have names and stuff, and you'll eventually kind of get to know them one by one.
Okay, so I guess then spread out, try and figure out what we can, and reconvene where we can. But I suggest we do it as like pairs. Just know that we're passing information to kind of pass along, depending, because it sounds like Narabella's going to be in the front.
So there's about 50 people in this caravan ride, including yourselves. There's a lot of
I
them.
think we'll be able to manage. We just have to be a little tactful with our communication. Enough people, but I feel like
that people get close early when they're traveling like this, that like watching different shows and stuff, that just casually being around them, you get close easy. So just kind of lag back a little bit, kind of check in with the next caravan or the wagon, go up a little further, like be like cognizant of like 2 or 3 wagons front and back behind you, and we should be able to cover a good part of it.
agreed. Remember our mission after all?
Exactly, because we're scouting, we're going to be able to talk to people. Hey, what's going on up here? You kind of get to know it's Steve and Bob or whatever. 20 days, we have some time. We can get there.
I'm just going to give you some gross images of some of the vendors that you're going to... These are actually people on the trip as well.
Awesome. So Narabella, stay close to yours. Those guys are creepy.
Yeah.
Ella, sorry.
One's
They
a
look
merchant,
super
one's a
friendly.
lawyer.
They look like they could use soap.
Ooh, a side hustle, Ella. You could sell prestidigitation to give people clean clothes. Or themselves without much. Like, give me a silver, I'll give you a good.
Hey, we got soap to sell.
Oh, we do, and perfume. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna be hawking our goods along here. Never mind.
So as you guys come across, you from the first picture, you see a wagon master with 2 wagons in a caravan, and he's both hauling furs and uncured hides. He's a kind of a boorish man without a trace of civilization about him. He's currently he's unfriendly, smelly, vulgar, and utterly without manners. As a second wagon driver is 2 laborers, on the other hand, that are perfectly pleasant to talk to. As the other individual you see across is a lawyer by training, but rather a skunk in his inclination, as he is currently relocating from Baldur's Gate anywhere that isn't Baldur's Gate. There's gossip around the caravan, as you can roll a perception check to see if you know some gossip about him from just waiting for a few hours. Alright, Arabella, you get it. You get the gossip. I'll whisper it to you.
Ooh.
This is the bourbon guy that you're hired by the way. I'll put up chat here.
He looks nicer than I expected.
It's funny though, the woman that I just posted, the female moon elf, she has a load of exotic woods from the jungles of Chult. Tadu would love that. Wood.
Probably wouldn't have liked that actually.
Why? Taking wood from Chult to make it
Well,
into.
there's
trees.
chopping down his trees and exporting them out. Yeah.
What? It's exotic wood.
To do was deep.
Alright.
Yeah, he may call him a poacher, not a merchant.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides that, I'm not gonna go with the second part of the story because it'll be a lot of travel, a lot of downtime. But as we begin to go towards the directory, I'm gonna skip days. I'm not gonna play all 20 days. It'd be taking too long. But we'll get into sporadic moments of the journey and see what happens, and unfold a lot of the other NPCs along the voyage, as well as some key characters as well as you guys progress. But yeah, we'll end it early today.
On.
Go ahead.
Next week on.
Yep, pretty much. We'll end early for now. And what mysteries are our scented soap perfume vendor has to unfold for us.
Not one punch thrown. This was amazing episode, guys.
Yeah, I don't always need combat.
Don't jinx it.
And no one died.
No
Don't
one
jinx
died.
it. Why would you put that out in the universe?
Okay, I'm
Whoa,
gonna
that's not a
I'm gonna kill
jinx.
somebody now.
Random smite.
Just an observation.